Hey everyone, welcome back to English with Confidence. I'm Pedro.
And I'm Gabby. Today we're talking about something super important, why staying calm always wins.
Right, and if you're learning English, this episode is perfect for you because we'll use simple words and real examples that you can use in your daily life.
Exactly. So let's start with a question for our listeners. Think about this. When was the last time you got really angry or stressed about something?
Maybe it was traffic, or a difficult customer at work, or even technology not working properly.
Oh, yes. Technology problems are the worst.
Right? But here's the thing. Did getting angry actually help solve the problem?
Probably not. In fact, it probably made things worse. That's why staying calm is such a superpower.
A superpower. I love that. So let's talk about why calm people always win. First, when you're calm, you can think more clearly.
Absolutely. When we're angry or stressed, our brain kind of shuts down the thinking part and goes into fight or flight mode.
Exactly. Fight or flight mode. That's when your body prepares to either fight the danger or run away from it. But most problems in modern life don't need fighting or running.
Right. They need thinking and problem solving. Let me give you a real example. Last week, I was at the airport and my flight got canceled.
Oh no, that's so frustrating.
It was. And I could see other passengers getting really angry, shouting at the airline staff. But I took a deep breath and stayed calm.
Smart. What happened next?
Well, because I was calm and polite to the staff, they were really helpful. They found me a seat on the next flight and even gave me a meal voucher.
See, that's perfect. The angry passengers probably didn't get the same treatment.
Exactly. And that brings us to our second point. Calm people get better results with other people.
Yes, people want to help calm, friendly people. They don't want to help angry people.
It's human nature. When someone is shouting or being rude, our natural reaction is to protect ourselves or get defensive.
Right, but when someone stays calm, we feel safe with them. We want to cooperate and help them solve the problem.
This is so important at work, too. Think about your boss or your colleagues. Who do they respect more? The person who stays calm under pressure or the person who panics?
Definitely the calm person. And here's another benefit. When you stay calm, you make better decisions.
Oh, yes. Have you ever sent an angry email and then regretted it later?
Oh my gosh, yes! I think we've all done that. You write something when you're angry, and then the next day you think, why did I send that?
Exactly. That's because anger clouds our judgment. It makes us say things we don't really mean.
But when you're calm, you can see the big picture. You can think about consequences before you act.
And here's something really cool. Staying calm is actually good for your health, too.
Really? Tell me more about that.
Well, when you get stressed or angry all the time, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol. Too much cortisol is bad for your heart, your immune system, and your sleep.
Wow, so staying calm actually keeps you healthier.
It does. Plus, calm people usually live longer and have better relationships.
That makes sense. I mean, would you rather spend time with a calm, peaceful person or someone who's always stressed and angry?
Definitely the calm person. Okay, so we've talked about why staying calm is great, but how do you actually do it? Let's give our listeners some practical tips.
Great idea. Tip number 1, when you feel yourself getting angry or stressed, take 3 deep breaths.
Yes, deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part that helps you relax.
Tip number 2, count to 10 before you respond. This gives your brain time to switch from emotional mode to thinking mode.
Love that one. And tip number 3, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Most of the things we get upset about are really not that important.
That's so true. Here's another one. Try to see the situation from the other person's perspective.
Right. Maybe that rude cashier is having a terrible day. Maybe your colleague who didn't return your email is dealing with a family problem.
Exactly. When you try to understand others, it's much easier to stay calm and compassionate.
And here's my favorite tip. Practice gratitude. When you focus on what's going well in your life, it's harder to get upset about small problems.
Perfect timing. If you're listening right now, think of 3 things you're grateful for today. It could be something big or something small. That's such a powerful technique. You know, I've been practicing gratitude for about 6 months now, and it's completely changed how I react to stressful situations.
Great idea. It could be something big like your health or family, or something small like your morning coffee or a sunny day. Really? Tell us more about that. What kind of difference have you noticed?
Take a moment. I'll share mine. I'm grateful for good health, for this podcast, and for the delicious sandwich I had for lunch. Well, I used to get really frustrated with small things, like waiting in long lines at the grocery store or when my computer was running slowly. But now, when these things happen, I automatically think about what I'm grateful for instead. Last week, when my computer crashed right before an important presentation, instead of getting angry, I thought, well, at least I have a job where I can work from home, and I have the skills to fix this problem.
Nice. I'm grateful for my family, for sunny weather today, and for our amazing listeners who are learning English with us. That's amazing. You completely reframed the situation. Instead of focusing on the problem, you focused on the positives. And I bet that helped you solve the computer problem more efficiently, too.
Aw, that's sweet. See how good that feels? When you practice gratitude regularly, you naturally become a calmer, happier person. It did. I was able to think clearly and remember that I had a backup file saved in the cloud. Speaking of techniques, there's another powerful method we haven't mentioned yet: mindfulness and meditation.
Absolutely. And remember, staying calm is a skill. Like any skill, it gets easier with practice. Oh, yes, mindfulness is incredible for staying calm, but some people think meditation is complicated or that you need to sit in silence for hours.
So true. Don't expect to be perfect right away. Start small. Try these techniques in low-stress situations first. Exactly. But mindfulness can be as simple as paying attention to your breathing for just 1 minute, or noticing 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can touch, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This is called the 5-4-3-2-1 technique, and it helps bring your mind back to the present moment.
Exactly. Maybe practice deep breathing when you're stuck in traffic, or counting to 10 before responding to a mildly annoying text message. I love that technique. It's perfect for when you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious. It literally grounds you in the present moment. And for our English learners, this is also great vocabulary practice. You're learning words for things around you while you calm down.
Perfect! And as you get better at staying calm in small situations, you'll be ready for bigger challenges. That's a great point. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest challenges to staying calm: dealing with difficult people. We all have that one person in our lives who just pushes our buttons.
Before we wrap up, here's your homework for this week. The next time you feel yourself getting angry or stressed, try one of the techniques we talked about today. Boy, yes. Maybe it's a coworker who always complains, or a family member who loves to argue, or that neighbor who plays loud music. How do you stay calm when dealing with these people?
Yes, And remember the main lesson. Staying calm always wins because it helps you think clearly, get better results with people, make smarter decisions, and stay healthier.
Here's the secret. You can't control other people, but you can control your reaction to them. First, remember that their behavior is about them, not about you. That complaining coworker? They're probably unhappy about something else in their life. The arguing family member? Maybe they feel unheard or stressed.
That's a wrap for today. Thank you for listening to English with Confidence. We'll see you next time.
That's so wise. And here's a practical technique, the gray rock method. When someone is trying to provoke you or draw you into drama, you become as boring and unresponsive as a gray rock. You stay polite, but don't give them the emotional reaction they're looking for.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, stay calm and win. I love that metaphor. So instead of getting defensive or arguing back, you might just say things like, I see, or that's interesting, or I hadn't thought of it that way. You acknowledge what they're saying without feeding into the conflict.
Exactly. And it usually works because difficult people often feed off drama and strong reactions. When you don't give them that, they often lose interest and move on. Let's talk specifically about workplace stress, because that's where many of us spend most of our time.
Micro breaks are so underrated. And speaking of resetting, let's talk about self-talk. The way we talk to ourselves in our heads has a huge impact on whether we stay calm or get stressed. If you're constantly thinking things like, this is terrible, or I can't handle this, you're making yourself more stressed.
So true. Instead, try phrases like, this is challenging, but I can figure it out, or I've handled difficult situations before, and I can handle this one too, or even, this too shall pass. These kinds of thoughts actually help your brain stay in problem-solving mode instead of panic mode.
You know what's really important to remember? Building the habit of staying calm is like building any other habit. It takes time and consistent practice. Don't expect to transform overnight.
Exactly. Start by choosing just one technique that resonates with you. Maybe it's the deep breathing or counting to 10 or practicing gratitude. Use it consistently for a week or two until it becomes automatic. Then you can add another technique.
That's perfect advice. Small, consistent changes lead to big transformations. And speaking of practicing gratitude, which is one of the most powerful techniques we've discussed, let's do that exercise right now.